Hey friends, the word today springboards from a painting called Checkmate. In this painting you can clearly see that the devil sits on one side of a chess game and a man on the other. And the devil smiles as the man is in distress and certainly despair because he thinks he is done and the game is over and Satan has won. It's reported that the great world-famous chess player Bobby Fischer once stared at this painting for over 6 hours, and afterwards he asked for a chessboard and he sat for just a few moments, and then he said, "There's another move left." And that's what I want you to know today, is that you have another move left. There are times in our lives when we feel like, well, how can we know that there is another move? Number one, you can check your pulse, and as long as it's still there, you've got another move left. Satan cannot outdo you, he cannot outwit you, or outweigh you, or outsource you. You can't be outnumbered, outlived, or ousted, period. Not by the devil. Luke 10:19, Jesus says, "Behold, I give you authority to trample serpents and scorpions and over all the power of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you." That's the authority that Jesus gave us. It's in His Word, and it declares to us that we always have the upper hand over the enemy. Now, I believe that spiritual ignorance is one of the greatest, if not the greatest, weapon of the kingdom of darkness. If Satan can keep you from knowing, he'll keep you from moving. In those times when you feel helpless and frozen, you're backed into a corner, unable to move. In those times, remember, as Paul told the Corinthians, that you are hard-pressed on every side but not crushed. And we're perplexed but not in despair, persecuted but not forsaken, struck down but not destroyed. It comes to life in the Apostle John as many times throughout the Bible. But the Apostle John was one that was, they tried to kill him once by boiling him in a pot of hot oil. He escaped miraculously. Then they banished him to an island of Patmos. In that time when it seemed like he should have been frozen and unable to move, it was there that he made the greatest move of his life. And we got the great revelation of Jesus Christ because John knew what we are to know, that we have another move. The Bible declares, "If the Spirit of Him who raised Jesus from the dead dwells in you, He who raised Christ from the dead will also give life to your mortal body through His Spirit who dwells in you." It's a work of His Spirit to minister to you in your time of need, to minister to you another move, and to always know in your mind that you may be down, but you're not out. You may have failed, but it doesn't mean you're a failure. It just means God has a better plan for you, that He's still in control. And if you'll look to Him, you'll know He always has another move for you, and He's going to have the final say. I want to thank you for watching us today and giving us your time. Check on last week's video about a fresh start. And be sure and come back, tune in here every week, every Wednesday at this time for another Life Series Weekly. God bless you, and we appreciate you.